Hello there, and well, as people seem to enjoy the previous review of the pilot episode, I thought I'd do the next continuing episode. I hope that's okay. Word to the wise, yes, I was asked to do this, but, you know, to be honest with you, really needs a little bit more subscribers to keep this going, you know, because it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort. And if you want me to continue doing these, and I can do these in chronological order, if you like. I do find them entertaining to do, but they are quite time consuming, especially with the limitations of my PC, but we won't go into that, and there's other limitations and things, and we just won't go into that now, will we? So, shall we get on to the third episode? It's called The Web. Now, it's a difficult one to review because not a great deal goes on with it, but bearing in mind it is only the third episode of the actual show, so we'll cut it some slack. Remember the original Transformers? Dear God.
Good work,
right, we start off the episode with the Maximals. Now, Rininox has tried to create some sort of communication device so they can keep in contact with each other while they're in beast mode. Okay, makes sense to me. And Cheetor comes running in because Cheetor's the impetuous type. And he says, "Oh, big butt! Hey, can I try it out? You know, I'm faster than everybody else." And to be fair to him, he is, because what else have we got? We got a velociraptor, a monkey, a rhino, I think, and a rat. So yeah, I think Cheetor probably is the best one to test it out. So stupidly, Primal says he'll be fine. And he gives it to him to test. But you should know better than that. You know what Cheetor's like. He's the impetuous type. So off he goes to running off to test it out. In the meantime, Scorpionok has found some sort of like mega cannon that's fallen off one of the ships when they crash. And he keeps muttering to himself that Megatron will be happy with me for finding this. Megatron will reward me for finding this. Megatron this and Megatron that. So we can assume Megatron didn't die in the pilot episode, even though he would indicate that he did, but he doesn't. So we won't look into that too much now, will we? So anyway, Cheetor catches up with him, and he gets a drop on him. And he's stuck in beast mode at this point, Scorpionok, and Cheetor's in robot mode, and he's pointing his gun at him, so he's got him at point blank range. And then, this is the best part. Tarantulas makes an appearance. Now, as I told you, he's a sadist, masochist, scientist, pervert. And he just pops out the blue. Now, Tarantulas isn't actually staying with the Predacons at this point in time. He's actually built his own cave and he's doing his experiments and anything cruel and unkind that you can come to think of. Now, I wasn't exaggerating. He is the worst out of the Predacons. He's worse than Megatron. Megatron just seeks power and privilege and prestige. Tarantulas is very much a darker character. Very dark. And this episode primarily exposes him for the cruel, unkind creature that he is. He's really a nasty piece of work. Anyway, so he shocks Cheetor. Cheetor goes around to take some shots at Tarantulas, misses, and the Scorpionok basically... Oh no, I said that word basically again, I'm sorry. Scorpionok shoots at Cheetor and gets him at point blank range again, and he's out. He's out of the question. Optimus Prime lands, he realises what's happened. He's not a happy chap, and he takes him back to the Maximal base.
Cheetor.
Now, it's at this point, now, between Optimus Primal picking Cheetor up and taking him back, that he goes into sort of like a stasis lockdown, and he starts having hallucinations about a battle that never happened. Now, Cheetor is obviously a cocky little son of a gun. I don't need to swear. And he envisions himself basically... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that word again, but it's done now, so we can't take it back. But he just kicks the arse of the Predacons. Apart from Scorpionok and Tarantulas, who get the better of him. And then all of a sudden, click, he wakes up. And Rininox goes, "You're okay, kid. You're gonna be okay." "Oh, Big Bot! What happened?" "Oh, Cheetor. You broke the thing that Rininox has been working on." So yeah, Optimus Prime isn't happy, and he has got no more parts. That was it.
And you got my colleague.
So yeah, he's in Primal's bad books for the time being, and then Primal gives him a talk down and then leaves the room. But they find out that the Mega Cannon is still something that the Predacons have got, and Optimus Prime isn't happy about that because he thinks they're going to use it as a defensive weapon, not one for attacking but defending themselves. So he said he's going to look into it with Dinobot. He's going to call him off duty. He's out surveying the area, and Cheetor jumps up and says, "Hey, I can do it!" And Rininox goes, "No, kid, don't even go there." But now I can do it. I can do it for you. I'm fast. And off he goes. And then Rininox has a little conversation with Rattrap, and he goes, "You know what you've got to do." Really? Ah, oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, my name isn't Rattrap. Well, if I can find him and catch him, then yeah, I'll look after him. Yeah, I'm not happy about this, nor his big bot. And off Rattrap goes. This is where the episode starts to get really interesting. So, off Chittle goes. He doesn't listen to anybody anyway, and quite frankly, he never has and he never will. But he gets caught by Tarantulas. And then, this is where it really starts to get interesting. Now, this is the part where the name of the episode comes into fruition, because it's called The Web, and this is what he attaches Cheetor to. It essentially drains his energy. And Tarantula says to Cheetor, he says, "I'm going to extract the fluids from your body." And Cheetor goes, "Well, you're not going to get any nutrition out of it because, you know, it's just mech fluid." And he said, "It's not the fact of the nutrition. It's the act I enjoy." I said he was disgusting. Anyway, Rattrap is quick on the heels of Cheetor, and he finds out that, he finds out where Cheetor is. And he goes to try and rescue him. And as you know, Tarantulas is a nasty piece of work. And he's not going to let him go easily. Anyway, so Rattrap takes on Tarantulas. And he follows him around. Tarantulas does something like a Predacon viewpoint or perspective, trying to trace where Rattrap is. But Rattrap gets the drop on him, and he does a false maneuver. And Tarantulas doesn't suspect that. And yes, the walls come crumbling down on him, and he gets crushed. But he gets back up again, and then he misses, and then Rattrap gets away. And he picks up Cheetor and drags him back to the maximal base. Now, when they get back, they don't tell Primal what's happened. He said, Optimus Prime goes, "Where have you been?" Because they've got Dinobot and Rininox trying to work out a strategy to get rid of the big Mega Cannon. And Rattrap and Cheetor go, well, Rattrap actually stands up for Cheetor and goes, well, I was just trying to, because you were so hard on him. I thought he, better let somebody talk to him. And Primal goes, well, yeah, maybe I was a little bit hard. Okay, Cheetor, I'm sorry. It's okay, Big Bot. And then Cheetor and Rattrap walk away. And then Cheetor turns around to talk to Cheetor, and he goes, if you ever do that again, I am gonna slag you. And then he just walks off, because he's basically pissed off. He's done his best, he's put himself out. He knows that Optimus Prime would have a go at both of them, and he doesn't need the hassle. And Cheetor, whether he likes to admit it or not, which he does at the end, he says, "Thank you, you saved my life." And that's the end of the episode. Yes, for a third episode, just after the pilot, I think this was blooming marvellous. I've got to say, Beast Wars do extenuate a lot more. The characters are drawn on, and you'll get to know a little bit more. But like I said initially, in the pilot, Tarantulas is a terrible person, and Rattrap is a really good person. He just has a short temper, and he gets frustrated with things. So there. My explanation of how the characters develop still stands. So, look, if you're interested in me doing any more of these, and we can continue to go through the first season, I have no problem with that. It's just I need a little bit more subscriptions to this to justify the amount of work that I have to put into this. And if you enjoy these, please like and comment. And if you're really feeling frisky, maybe subscribe. Other than that, look forward to the next review. Take care, guys and girls. See you lot out there.